Все, да прохожу. Игру. К этому видео можно вот эту курточку забрать. Сейчас за ней схожу. Нет. Думала, она тут. Ладно.
The trap is full of locusts, but they see poor things.
Be careful out there. Sea's calm as death. That won't be a problem. It's wind still in the targ. Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
A skiff with a small stick. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle. Have you made all the necessary preparations? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Так и не понял.
comes to a slow stop. In the silence, a sputter of
Let's go.
Классный трек.
the chain trails off into the ocean, connect.
Ah, yes. So it seems. For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies?
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side.
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol.
An old cylindrical generator is nest. The lieutenant puts his hand.
It's cold now. But someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank. As there's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder, and the recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters.
That should do it. Downstairs, somewhere.
The tank is far.
Это ж я еще вроде у своей машины находил. А вот снайперка, походу, не?
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is...
A flash of pain interrupts you.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Ну
You
давай.
face the concrete wall. There's less light there in the dark corner. Like the blanket feels cold. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Sleep.
Наверное, сон какой-то. Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, Oh.
internationalism, and the welfare state. Okay, don't say you need to talk right away. But you don't even want to talk to her. Let her go. This is the Holy Queen of the territory. Win her back. How does that fit in here? And what is the Holy Suzerain doing here anyway?
I'm going to Morova, to live there in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime. Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown. Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality.
She looks at the suit.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome.
She means she doesn't have time to tend to. She sighs. What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive... We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words, it's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. That's not what figurines do, Harry.
She looks at the headless fat. The figurines don't do anything? Yes. A form of communication. Yes. It was a good idea. But she felt obliged by the headless phone rider.
Harry, I don't want this. I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. I would have liked the headless phone rider back then.
Как? Ну 97% было.
Your feet still tremble from the... She is not kissing you back. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours.
Вот что это за бред?
Try.
А, мне заново слушать типа трек.
Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you. She breathes out heavily, as if something... She shakes her...
Why did you do that to yourself? You know I don't cheat, Harry. No, Harry. Not yet. I'm pregnant. Of course not. I terminated yours. Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions.
More questions. Ask more.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day. Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that. Call me like that.
You ruined it. There was still a chance. You should have waited longer.
Oh, Harry, do you really think so? We haven't talked months already. Soon it'll...
The air gets cold around you. She looks down. It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone. Dubois. Yes. Dora Dubois.
Oh, no. No. We're not doing that again. Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me.
A tiny golden watch with red straps.
It's not. But... I don't know why I said but. There is no... That's it, yes. We've talked about...
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
See? It just takes some time. For you, but...
She keeps her shoulders squared and her back straight. But it's clear you're still making her sad.
No, Harry. We already tried again.
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things. Not you too.
I don't know. Please. Harry, we can't be...
She avoids turning them to you. They're turning moist now. Her eyes.
You know what I mean. A little down. You've worked there for so...
Questions? Did someone say questions?
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now. It's not just the lists or trees or whatever. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for too long. You only communicate. In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have to be in hell until the end. We both said a lot of things.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists, her hand.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite it to her. For effect. All of it. No summaries.
Please, Harry. I just don't have time for this. Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now? Then why are you doing this? Very well. I wrote it. It was morning. You slept. It was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you...
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
And my crown of immortality. No. Can't you see?
You're a better man now. More level-headed. More normal.
No, it's too late. I found someone for whom I feel...
Your heart burns through the blackness.
Harry, do you notice how none of this is very funny? Stop laughing like that, please. It's scary. It's here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. There. You could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb.
Surely the alcohol didn't help either. You are right.
The coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants. Smoking in the bus stop. The first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin. It was just a day then, but to think. Were we there now, you could touch my hair.
That's sharp and precise.
No, it's all you. I always loved you for it, but it could not save us. It could not make me stay. Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already...
Don't let her go there. You should redo the topics. Go over everything. The things you didn't say before, too. Make it go on and...
I am actually very ordinary, Harry. Below this thing you've made me into. I'm sorry for saying so, but I just hate it. What is this? Other questions are the last thing I need right now.
It's not that yet. It's another. You have plenty of time to win her over with questions and kisses.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. I won't see you, but you will. Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already right here tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young. And I smell of tutti frutti tree. Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war. See you tomorrow.
Блин, ну вот то, что меня 97% не прокнуло, это вообще, конечно.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have?
The lieutenant, no, I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Of course. I was just thinking maybe you've torn your stitches. Are you ready to move on? Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, half covered in blood from your wound. Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and... Books and magazines lie scattered on. Most are soft covers. Serialized, popular depictions of man versus among what is mostly commercial fiction and...
Someone's made themselves a home.
Not that you can tell. You do feel... The print in some of these is pretty small, though. You see a small
Another part of the island, probably. The lock. Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling.
All right. I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's look around and get it open.
The heavy metal. Green paint flecks off the monoblock. The keys rattle like teeth.
The console of an anti-computation device. I think, yes. Let's see.
The lighting in the room turns on with the dial slides under the glass. The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
After you. I don't know. Don't worry. I have a gun. I know. It was not easy to acquire.
strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab.
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
A single-person mattress, modern, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it. Filled the silhouette of a tobacco picker. Contemporary Rivisholians prefer Druan, a local blend from the southern islands, or Astra, the legendary cigarette.
I may have been wrong when I said it wasn't important. This means the same person. I didn't see any signs of smoking inside, though. If
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress. Trepidation. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front. A towering skyscraper, its top floor, the red chimney and collapsed back of the four-story temple. The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck.
Do you have a line of sight to the window? I can see it, through the scope of a rifle.
Cheek against a cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's net.
Affirmative.
In our defense, nothing pointed here. Many leads pointed elsewhere.
He looks north, over the foot. He's conflicted for a second. There's guilt there.
Where?
He does not answer.
We should move now.
There's a rain.
B triple prime. This looks like
The spring trepidate, a small piece of. An old man, wearing tracksuit then spits it out, unclouded by cataracts. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him along.
The what now? I can't. I may have. Well,
The position.
fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie. My eyesight? Yeah, I did. I should have burned that the boat engine. On the water. It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. It's a Triangon.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must
a Samaran rifle.
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Signal Comp.
It has stayed true to him. He can still.
You heard me.
He's right. Almost no one remembers there was a third metastasis.
They wouldn't like hearing their name in your mouth. Damn dog.
Так.
The lieutenant pulls his pistol.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service.
Не, ну если мне ща не прокнет, то это будет
The
вообще.
words, I am.
And what rank would that be? Dog. A big wheel of the 4th Reg. It's out of bullets.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle's in a shabby state. Like on the butt, you see Vespertine writing.
Worn. Personalized even. Looks like this weapon has
No response from the old man.
jacketed. Military-grade ammunition. Stable in flight.
As he speaks, he stresses the old man keeps following your motion. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession.
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. I am a deserter
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM?
from the Insular Indian Citizens Militia. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 4th,
51 minus 8 equals 43.
no. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E40. I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovians a second for reaction to take hold. Petty bourgeois terror. It's in all May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago, the combined might of international capital huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers.
A terrible shame still within him. The lobes of his ear.
I ran. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland. Airships. I climbed out into... They'd all drowned in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death, that the bourgeois are not human. I had to fight it. I had to never stop. 43 years and 10 months. It's inhuman. It's sick. It's not how
He just could. He nods, but he can.
What have you been doing during...
hiding, fishing.
2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer inspects a series. Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The officers go, leaving behind.
Always waiting for her to return.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution. I am not a fool. The historic opportunity for our revolution has...
What has he done? Perhaps a confession will...
Yes, what? To get things going...
There is no flame to fan. There is nothing. It's not an island. What? It's a defensive fortification of the commune. The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the bay. Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. Deathblow. You are one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me. Who calls an operation against 50 million people death? You don't know. You haven't seen it. The black-eyed angel. How does anyone survive? Supplies, vegetables.
How is your health?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75.
The RCM can provide medical...
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns. There's nothing to look over. I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain only. I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult.
Traitors. It's better alone. I watch the people of this. It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
It was hard in the Thames.
There were posters.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East and others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fight. At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the...
In the city, you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could... So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in... I know.
So you've been there?
Sleeping. Some night.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across.
The propaganda bunker.
Propaganda.
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment too. Made a lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. I do. They're good. Plenty of talk. I don't want to. They're all trick.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forget him. The old man looks across the water at the city.
You're with the RCM. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol. A so-called Lieutenant W. Freighter. You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International. The enemies, if you take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors.
A spray of blood from his mouth. Rene, the royalist on the coast, said.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time?
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
I don't think you did. You live in a delusion. No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological trained in historical materialism.
The old man does not answer.
His job was to assure the army answers to civilian control and follows the ideology of the commune.
Scientific communism. A commissaire.
Awakened from shutdown by the promise of... He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
There's nothing serious in this world. I've used it for
Killing people.
It's a gun. That's what I've used it.
Interesting.
There is no after the war.
So he's continued killing after hostility. This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. This is what you live for. The great serotonin, the solution. Going straight. No
Какого у меня там?
euphemisms. He
7.
doesn't like those. No. Be careful now. Sleep. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now. Nothing comes to you. Silence. His black eyes look at you.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Oh, yes. That
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the...
Exhaust him with proof. The gun, the murder, the scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
Not a lot of guns around that use military.
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer. You look like imbeciles.
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You didn't handle anything. I watched it happen. You let none of those people mean anything to you.
You're getting diverted. Pushed.
So you watched the fight. Did you like what you saw? The mayhem. It was all your doing.
You don't know anything.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it? 4.46 jacketed ammunition. Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this.
Murder.
This pushed him, but not enough.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence.
You had direct visibility. They are embrasures. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long. You clearly...
I'm ready to die.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fast. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope.
Forget about your stupid fucking...
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on.
You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you?
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything. Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybell. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're revolutionary.
Damn Maybells.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No. It's all class year.
He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
My ears don't read with the victim.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company train got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your...
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
The lieutenant raises his hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore, while the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
I had them in my sights, both of them, him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase, and I pulled the trigger. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there. Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells and...
Mr. Dross, are you aware?
Yes.
And you were looking at them? The victim and a young woman having sex? Through the scope of your rifle that...
The old...
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is... You can coax it out of him. The lieutenant's preparing the ground.
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle?
A rifle scope?
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Yes. Think of it.
You got him going. Connect every little. Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to rap.
3 weeks ago, when the rich hag came.
Joyce. He means Joyce.
Wrinkled up whore. They moved into a deserted apartment above the... I've seen their kind during the landing. Barely alive. They like to kill while they're on their I could see they've returned now to show their real... Them. Fucking. I didn't like that. Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the... And I wanted to see his head explode. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now...
He wants to see her covered in blood. To punish her.
Since she came to Martinez, I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning.
Past the fell building on the coast?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. Her passport and tickets to Villiers.
In the free state of Seminine.
Yes, after she'd gone.
Sloppy. We should have gotten her to tell us about this. Did you take the documents?
No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revolution.
You could tell she was a spook? From the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo. And glass.
He's setting it up for the bruises. You can't make that out in a scope.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur. I have my ways. Not in this lifetime, Dwat.
On her. This one's gone. Make up somehow. You lost it. No, it's not. Fix this now. Move on extra carefully. Be
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day still turns to leaf. Airport bag in hand. Silks flowing in her wake. See you tomorrow, Harry. Her voice rings in the evening air. Burning. The old man, a bitter taste on his tongue.
There's nothing.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly.
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on. Yes, over the years. It's not No. I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like the day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the things I do. Maybe I told you. If you came 10 years ago,
In the silence. One more down.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you. That's it. Motive.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days. Gone. I knew it. She kept staring into the... She'd look at night, crying or smoking on the roof, staring right into me.
Across the water, on a dilapidated jetty in a nameless village, made of grey. He's there. Doing what? Exactly, I don't know. Satellite Special Consultant Heidelstein is optimistic. We'll see the boat as the men go. Patrol officer, good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need something good.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done? You could get more out of him. He likes talking.
A tragic comedy.
A strange little engine seems to... The familiar put, put, put of hatred.
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in my pump full of steroids and rape. Yes, the fly larva in his container. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnass. Intense, like animals. Like the worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht. Licking. The worst is that old cock parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racist. Every morning he's there. While the Paris, that's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even we did good when we pushed him under the horse car.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his... There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people. Might be worth investigating.
Syphilis is a disease Philip III contracted in a whorehouse. The bacteria entered his brain and made him squander trillions of...
That is technically possible. Although Philippe III wasn't...
And he still went on to govern Revachol for 25 years. What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's still there. Do you know why? That's right. Some advertising cockroach. Art is a bourgeois establishment. Horse. Another hideous disappointment.
Disappointment. So personal. He displays a familiarity with the Union's top brass.
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass.
Edgar.
He talks a big game.
He's been sweet-talked by this Edgar. They must have met in person for such animosity.
You can't live alone.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard. Not all this time.
Of course. Maybe don't go straight for the kill. Exhaust everything else first.
I haven't approached anyone.
How did he know you?
He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I was right about one of those things. 20 years ago. Neither of them could walk.
That's around the time the Clares came to power.
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Never trust a social democrat who quotes Marzoff. Let me be here. The ZOC is an on...
They let him be here. Understanding was a courtesy. But why such a courtesy?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat.
Again? What have you done?
Try teaching him some Marzovian
Okay, he didn't do the hang the man for them. But he's insinuating something.
Every fucking morning, the 30 royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack, across the water each day. And that uniform, I remember him. I remember him from La Noce, that one. Fat and plump, like a pheasant, just begging to be popped off. Please, not yet. I like to look at him strut around, place the...
Save the treat for later?
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day. The blackest. Better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one. For him. Haven't seen him around.
Hearing it may destabilize him. You sure you've gotten everything from him?
No. I waited too long. I waited too long.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dras. I understand you.
They're all dead now.
If he really wanted to kill him so bad, he would have done. There must have been 1,000 black days on these islands. His health ailing.
All human beings care about each other. I cared for...
He reminded him of himself. The same hatred. The same.
And I blew them all. What does it matter now? You think I haven't seen people die? It's all I've...
He's not okay. This is just another black day. in a row of black days. The connection comes to you like a splash of cold water. He acknowledges it.
That bourgeois cow, Tiffin Holly was her name, licked the rich man's hand every time he came to town. And money. She liked that too. That Holly was a real bridge builder. She was. And she was real soft on those money men. Called in, they say, on the eve of battle.
No.
Did she? They say her daughter called in.
No, I guess it was not. She couldn't make the call herself.
Here it is.
Because she was dead.
Just say nothing.
The cow caught a bullet in her right lung, fell into the canal grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled. She was going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk, heading home to Grand Coron or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build the... Someone shot her. Or maybe the cow just fell. My memory is full of holes. Nothing changed. Not in the material...
Edgar didn't keep his part of the deal. If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar, you could walk. We would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were on assignment.
A degenerate worker state. Goat shit. No, thank you. I'm Revacholian. My days are short. All you know is I saw it happen. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. Her plump body bobbing up and down in that canal like a cork.
The same old. There is plenty here to work with once he's in custody. And the lieutenant...
Glad we talked about what? I ain't going.
The old man stares despondent. For a 60-year-old man... The old man stares despondent. For a 60-year-old man... The old man stares for a 60-year-old man. The old man stares despondent. What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid. It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost to great leaps of emotion. From anger to grief. You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different. When his thought, perhaps, but his seems more than that. In summary, you sense some underlying neuro...
No, I'm not okay. I shit.
There it is again. Erratic hand motions, bouts of his lip curls.
Glad we talked about what? But you said I would be taken to the...
This terror is the sum of all the uncontrollable movements and
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court. Do you?
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Beads are forming.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat. Not really. We could...
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
You come back for me? How about I go and send a...
What is this farce?
Lillian. You could ask her, maybe. There it is again. To your north. Something completely different. It's...
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat. What?
What are you talking about?
Your skin crawls. delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters. You feel your legs shaking under you, and your gun hand move to your holster to grab the gun. You feel the lieutenant's hand on.
I can see it.
Thank God. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a... The segmented antennae move with reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
It is.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant... No! The flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid. With the sound of metal slide, you see the phasmid turn to him. Something cracks in the lieutenant.
The ampoule will produce a loud hiss. You're right. It could...
I'll wait. I'm on standby. The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you. It's a The creature tilts its tiny head to the side and appears. The air moves through it. Its slender sticks.
We can't just leave it standing there. We have to do something.
You've never seen him get this excited. His voice is almost trembling. You barely get to take one step. It's blending into the top.
Where? Where did it go?
You never had a chance. There was something off the moment you approached it. It was scared of you. Of humans. He shakes his head in silence. And
No.
however hard you squint, you can't make out anything.
I tried, but it was moving too fast, and I didn't get the ampoule in right. And damn it, I believe my eyes. It was there.
Your voice echoes on the water.
I don't think it had anything to do.
There is uncertainty in his phrasing.
Okay, but I'm not an entomologist. We saw it. It was real. Looks like it doesn't like to stay out in the open for long. It appears the insect can walk on water, like a water strider, you know? It's almost as fast. Uncanny.
What now?
In some kind of strange,
Our suspect's not looking so good. We should check him over. It looks like it has some kind of nest there. Maybe there's proof in there.
in the reeds, where the phasmid was hiding. Brother, you've managed to collect all the armor pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown. Indeed, you found it all. Now your mortal coil is...
Yes? Okay, let's talk about it. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Am I? Anyway, did you want...
I don't care about your insane theft. The lieutenant thinks.
What is it?
Something is very wrong with him now.
See.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, with fear and longing. The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility.
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir. Nothing. Just...
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid. This site is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached?
Silence. You've gotten all you will. The plastic cape flaps around his face.
Old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the fast...
Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
He was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene, it does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to... I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall. That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is...
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers? Kids? Mm-hmm. Mr. Dross, the doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. Like he didn't want to leave this... I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one help.
He will have to be very convincing and very...
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help.
ICM? This feels familiar.
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It
sounds an awful lot like.
It does. The RCM made it. It's impossible to say.
Nice political thoughts. It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is making you pant.
This is better preserved than the others. No.
With its horns in the sky.
No, that's the...
A DeLorean era symbol.
After 44 years, one of these barrels was still...
The skiff is swaying.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently, but for the sound of conversation, 2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought him. Harry, you're bleeding all over the place.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
That's right. And you're bleeding.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we...
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar. And this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam. Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him,
We might need your help with something later.
as if he recalled that he's in fact
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
We're not forgetting about anything. Look bothered by it. Harry, oh, fuck it. Let's not get...
Harry, we want to help you. Tante, I believe...
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate, isn't it? My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this...
What does he have to say for him? Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
You. Shit.
Maybe you've deserved it.
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
And people on the street helped us too.
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk, guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory, and it was. Good work, Harry. You're in...
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been...
Absolutely no idea. Judging by the familiarity you feel toward, he's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good...
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilerstein. I never... Mikhail? Mikhail's my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building.
Him being there with his son. It was not a couple.
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure...
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Duped. Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisuragi.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes...
I'm technically just a...
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show. Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and...
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G. Bevy. It was going...
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing.
Do? It's a Major Crimes Unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst.
The 41st isn't...
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
It wasn't like...
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we? Yes, you're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's...
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, pal, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him and...
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially...
But Detective Vigmer, He has blanked out, yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years, hardwired to the free market. He just needed for.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he?
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work.
Leadership. Now.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the pot? Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. No, now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips. Not today, badge. You got it all right. You're showing it.
And your gun?
As if having your badge. Here we go again. Lost gun. Lost gun. Trying to terrorize you.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. I don't buy it.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
I don't believe you. You're drunk. You let a suspect escape. A certain class.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsohagi's. We know.
Oh, well. If she was specially trained. I'm not even gonna get into the others, or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now. Doing I don't know what for him, compared to the 7 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired an vet.
Here comes the cow.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle.
He thinks of apologizing, but
You've spent the week with him on this case.
Um,
On Lieutenant Yofret.
well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely. It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true blue moralist, a man of the center, not prone to... And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the...
Yeah, it...
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have he apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed a colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It's on the island, camouflage as the reed. I know this sounds fantastic, but I'm a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spy.
I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say it was the Insulindian phasmid, then it was the Insulindian phasmid. Lieutenant, is it somehow connected?
Detective? The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence.
So it...
We could order a search. I could get people from EPIS on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds. If we found...
There, you need to make your case now. The floor is all yours. He prepared it well.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open.
And eyes, too.
Understood.
But a case against...
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related.
This has to be good stuff for him to back.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church. That's great. Anthroponaut is a great new career for you.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted.
It's not that okay. Get off this subject.
Female?
You had to see it. It had the subdued...
Incredible. Were there...
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male.
Bowers are built by males of the species who can't afford colorful mating display.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its limbs. As in cloning itself? What makes you think so? Well, then it wouldn't matter if it's a male or female.
That makes...
Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely
Yes, but also reed-colored. Beige and brown, a little...
Incredible. It's a toughie that you don't have a photo. This would look very, very flashy in the...
I tried to.
Ouch.
We can still work. Cop discovers new species in there. I know a good guy...
It needs to be white coats and glassware for this.
You're doing good here. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom...
So, it...
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it...
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich was an old man.
A strange psychosexual fixation. Aggravated, possibly, by proximity to the phasmid and its chemical. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the
It's a clean...
Oh, it's way more than that.
Masterpiece. Get over yourself, Harry. I can...
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your... It will pass. In time.
Yes, yes. Fallen through again.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue.
You're not the only cop in the world.
Still, good work with the missing person.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
I don't know what a Doom commercial area is. Why? That's not...
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene.
Of course. Call it
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I mean, I don't want to, but you discovered a new species. So I have...
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is...
Okay. We have vehicles...
Now you will finally get to know who the man looks like, jingling his car keys in a pool.
Are you? Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher.
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair. The fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is, and your moves on the church floor, which...
And this guy, too. God, even this javelin-throwing freak here.
Of course. Contact Mike.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy. don't say. Does he also?
It is getting cold out.
In your 20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since. Yes, you told Jim in Gorm. I believe that's the term.
The smell of sweat and Kikuro is just east of Jam.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk. Dubois? It was Dora Engelund, I think. You've said her name, but you weren't married. No one is married anymore. This is God, I don't know.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Or 7. You're not doing too incredibly bangable. She was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous.
Snow, Welkin. Heartbreak, Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual.
Look, the sun is going.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees order. Is there something?
In other words, he's heard enough about.
No. You're too unstable to work for my boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for.
He would immediately back. I told you it's not that bad.
Us? With the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? With the bad guy.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You're just understaffed. And every...
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Капитан Прайс.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good. Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, they speak of change. The city.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean.
They are damn iconic though. Torsen and McLean.
Yeah, not like us. 2 clinically depressed old men. God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
So he remembers that. Yes, that.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have...
Thank you again, Lieutenant. Who is...
She lives at 1113.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over.
Fine. If we're gonna...
She and her husband were conducting... They should know as soon as possible.
She is going to be over the moon.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready. Infiltrate. Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 cap... Work with... Price? I'm flattered.
Would fit in. And crazy enough. This truly came as a surprise to him.
Да.
Not a bad
Вот что
one,
представил.
but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you...
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But I mean, whatever is coming.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant.
I do like the sound of that.
О, звучит заманчиво, но улыбается ответ. И мне очевидно дали с нами Ким Куцураги.
He's really considering
Kitsuragi.
it.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go...
О, там в титрах сказали, что благодаря Larian Studios. Интересно. Короче, я хотел... А вот. Все-таки попробовать, чтобы мне эти 97% прокнул, потому что это вообще полный бред.
Be careful out there. That won't be a problem. Please be.
Что сейчас еще раз все поедет.
Once you have you remember what the nitpicker said?
Сейчас я могу как-то скипнуть. А будет, кстати, этот трек в Spotify быть. Что за баг? Они не сели, типа. Найс.
The boat comes to in the let's go.
Все, погнали сразу. Так, на всякий случай и тут сохранюсь.
There's a group.
Someone has been squatting here. You know, officer.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there. In the blanket, you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to Lee.
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism.
Okay, but you let her win her back. How does that fit in here? And
Just my scepter. Oh, this is...
she looks...
Anyway, I'm going to Morove. I'm sorry.
She means she...
No, we don't have anything. It's all gone.
Oh God, whatever you do,
Давай.
don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that.
О,
You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try it now. With your feet trembling from the steps you took, tepid,
She is not kissing you back.
this was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. I should not have suggested her chest rising like a pillow. Warm exhalation, hidden, distant, feels like soft fuzz. A bird covered in the world's most precious material, reserved for those she let. A delicate wreath on her forehead. Her hand does not distrust. For you, nothing, just pillows against you. Unresponsive. The moment is ending.
понятно. Ну ладно.
She is going to move her face away from yours.
Trying, brother.
No, I'm pregnant. You know what this means. Yes. I terminate now.
More questions? No, don't say it. Don't beg. It will only make her go.
I have...
I was wrong. You don't have power over...
No, you don't. I won't see... Oh, Harry. Right here. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. Oh, yes. See you tomorrow.
Так, все.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? I did not want to wake you.
The lieutenant... I understand. We've...
Okay.
He's still...
Короче, все. Ну, мне игра понятно понравилась. Я вообще даже не ожидал, что она мне настолько понравится. Очень классно. И вот эта стилистика, даже вот этот в главном меню арт, это вообще просто гении какие-то сделали. Жалко, что только главных разработчиков кикнули сразу после того, как игра вышла, получила успех. Но они там говорили, что там все равно команды нормальные, может как-то продолжить серию. А сами они не знаю, что будут делать, может, свою игру. Про Лариан было интересно. Наверное, что-то у них спрашивали. Вот эту игру, ну вот эти два главных разработчика, вроде двоих, то они просто игровые настолки делали. Сами игры они не делали. Так. Короче, классная игра. Жалко, что я только... Оказывается, там можно было узнать, что такое серость у вот этой Джойс, если б я как-то прокнул вот эти 3% к концу капитализации. Но это как будто Unreal. Ну ладно. И так, в принципе, по-моему, все отлично. И вот этот Кицураги с нами. Короче, так.